Good morning. We're here with candidate for VCA Board of Directors, John Sample. Good morning, John.
Morning, Mayor.
In advance of the interviews, all candidates were informed that they would be given 1 minute at the beginning to make an introductory statement and 1 minute at the end to provide a summary. Other than those prepared statements, candidates have not been provided advance notice of the questions that are being asked, and all candidates will be presented with the same questions. John, your 1 minute. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Thank you. As Norm said, my name is John Sample. I am a full-time resident of Cedar Hammock. Moved to Veranda at the end of 2015 and have enjoyed my time living here. I've been actively following the existing board since the turnover from the developer, and continue to be involved regularly with respect to the activities.
First question, what do you perceive as the biggest priority and challenge for the VCA Board of Directors to address as it approaches its third year as a homeowner-led board?
I think the existing board has done a good job at implementing some of the beginning guidelines and policies and procedures, et cetera. And I think that there will continue to be some evolution of those. But I think probably the biggest thing that we're approaching is the basically the financial turnover, which is or I should say maybe settlement with the developer. And I know there are plans now to put together a special committee to work on that, but I think that is probably one of the biggest challenges that the board will face in the upcoming periods.
What skills, attributes, and ideas do you have to address these priorities and challenges?
Well, my background is financial. I spent the first 25 years of my career in public accounting. Was a partner at one of the big firms, left that, and then went to work for a insurance holding company. I was the CFO of the public company, and my background is 100% in financial finances, et cetera. And so I think that with respect to experience and abilities, talents, et cetera, that the contributions I can make with respect to ultimately any final settlements that are made, decisions, et cetera, can be to the organization's benefit using those skills.
As you're probably aware, the Board of Directors has established several committees. Each one has a board member as liaison. What committees do you feel that you could make an impact on, and why?
Well, I think anybody can make an impact on any committee, because I think you bring fresh thoughts and fresh ideas. That's probably the one thing that I continue to believe this board needs to evolve, is with respect to transparency of what the committees are doing, what they're working on, and soliciting that feedback. Right now, as it currently exists, all those reports get summarized at a board meeting and action is taken. There's very little understanding with respect to exactly what those committees are doing, what the considerations were, what the talents are involved in those. And so I think that's one area where we can improve.
In your opinion, what is the most significant issue to address, and what do you advise should be done?
Repeat the question, please.
Sure. In your opinion, what is the most significant issue to address, and what do you advise should be done about that issue?
I believe probably the single most is just transparency. This is a homeowners association. This is not a governmental entity. This is not somewhere where secrets need to be kept. Each homeowner is a member of the homeowners association. And I think that we just need greater transparency. I appreciate your introduction. I was probably the one who asked Lynn if we could get a copy of the questions before they were asked. I think it allows candidates to prepare better. I think it allows people an opportunity to think about their responses. And the answer was no. And, I don't understand why however many questions you're going to ask couldn't be shared in advance with all the candidates. It's not a secret. And so I think, as I stated earlier, with respect to some of the committees and some of the work that's being done there, et cetera, I do believe that we need more transparency on this board.
One final question. Are you now or have you ever been in a non-compliance situation with any HOA? And if yes, how did you or will you come into compliance?
No.
And now you'll have 1 minute or so to summarize or add anything that you feel I didn't cover.
I appreciate that. And as I said, I think this board's done a very good job with respect to taking what they were given, building on that, developing policies, procedures for the future. I do think there is an opportunity to embrace more of our homeowners, solicit better feedback, and communicate facts and considerations that were made in decision.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Norm.